Please. One last, well, we're going to make the go-go closing ceremony. One last real exciting activity sitting down, please. Smile.
Okay, so this has been a great activity. We are almost done. We have a few more things left. I want to talk about something. You know, when you started your scouting program, you started out as a Cub Scout. And the Cub Scouts are blue and yellow, right? So this ball represents Cub Scouts. It represents everything you learned as you were in Cub Scouts. Now, what you learned in Cub Scouts was cool for Cub Scouts, but there's not a lot you can do with one ball. So then you moved up. Boy Scouts, which was red and green, right? So here we've got Boy Scouts, and now you learn more stuff. You start to get to on campouts, more than just the one you get to do as a Cub Scout, right? And you can now start to do more things when you've got more knowledge, right? But even still, you know, Scouts is cool and all, but you start to get bored, right? So, then you become a varsity. We all know that varsity's orange. And you learn more stuff. And now you're starting to do some really interesting things. You got more control, you got more options. You can start making up stuff. You can start designing your own program. And now you have enough skills, enough knowledge to start to really be impressive. Now, I learned to juggle about when most of you youth were born, about 15 years ago. And when I started, I learned online. I downloaded some instructions, and I read the instructions. And I learned what I needed to learn in order to juggle. If I had stopped there, my learning would not have been useful to me at all. Learning to juggle doesn't help unless you actually act on your knowledge. So then I took a juggling ball, and I started to practice. And I practiced some more. And I practiced for 6 weeks straight, for 15 minutes a day, until I could do this. And I was so excited because I could juggle. And I've been wanting to juggle for a long time, and so I was really excited that I could do it. And then I started playing around with it, and I started learning more. And as I acted on the stuff that I learned, I expanded what I was able to do. Now, I learned online. I acted on that knowledge. You know where I acted on it? Benjamin was a baby at the time. And I acted on it when Benjamin and his older brother were asleep. My wife was off at school, and I was home alone. And that's where I practiced. And I learned how to do this with nobody watching. And nobody ever knew I could do it because I was shy and I didn't tell people about it. And so I learned, I acted, but if I hadn't shared my knowledge, you guys wouldn't have been able to see. But I think it's pretty cool, right? If I just kept it in my room, right? Now, the smart ones here will have noticed that I just described something that you're all familiar with. The learn, act, share model, right? You learn stuff, you act on it, and then you share it. No matter how cool you are in your room, it doesn't do you any good. And it doesn't, more importantly, do anyone else any good until you share it. And then as you start to share it, then you start to feel the excitement yourself, and then others get inspired. And then others want to learn to juggle. Others want to learn to be good scouts. Others want to be good young men as you share it. And you want to be a better scout. And you want to be a better young man as you share it. And as you keep going, you start to be able to do more and more things. So I've been doing this for about 15 years. And like I said, when I started, I didn't have any extra special skills. I have no special muscle implant or any brain implant that allows me to juggle. It was just 9 hours of practice. 6 weeks, 15 minutes a day. It's about 9 hours of practice. That's the only difference between me and everybody else here. And I think some of you, I bet, some of you can juggle. For those of you who can't, that's all it takes. 9 hours of practice. But with 9 hours of practice, you can start doing things. And then you keep going, and then you can start doing really crazy stuff. If you want to do amazing things, if you want to do hard things, if you want to accomplish great things in this world, you learn, you act, and you share. And you do it again. You learn, you act, and you share. And you do it again. You learn, you act, and you share. And you can do crazy, amazing things. What if I told you that I could juggle an elephant? You think I could juggle an elephant? You'd be like, yeah, right, that's crazy. Okay, baby elephants, big baby elephants, they can weigh in at about 600 pounds. So you think it's possible to juggle a 600-pound elephant? Okay, the biggest person here, you take 2 of them and you still wouldn't weigh that much. So, if you practice, if you learn, you act, you share, you learn, you act, you share, you keep doing it over and over again, you can do amazing things. Now, what if I took a baby elephant 10 pounds at a time? Now, if I wanted to throw 600 pounds, I'd need 3 of them, right? If I wanted to juggle it. So I'd have to throw these how many times to get 600 pounds? 10 pounds at a time, 60 throws. Does anyone think I could throw these 60 times?
Yes.
I got even money.
Okay, so
Even money?
I'm going to put these down just a second here. Okay, I want to try, and the reason I want to try is I want to show you something important. If I can juggle an elephant, I can do hard things. Agreed?
Yeah.
If I can do hard things, what's the difference between me and you? 9 hours of practice. That's it. That's the only difference. So if I can do hard things, you can do hard things. So I'm willing to show so that you guys can believe in yourselves. So I'm willing to take the risk of breaking my back, of breaking my foot, of breaking your glasses. You might want to move. Because I want to show you that you can do hard things. Okay, so now I'm going to have to throw these kind of fast. You saw I was juggling. They kind of move through the air. You kind of lose track of them. I'm going to throw them and I'm going to count as I go. And I'm going to really try to enunciate on the 10s. You guys can go ahead and count along in your head if you want. See if you can keep up. If I can make 60, that means I got an elephant. All right? Try it. All right, here we go. Ready? All right. Baby elephant, here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Can I do hard things? Yes.
The chainsaw.
Can you do hard things? That's way harder than chainsaws, by the way. Those juggling chainsaws I use weigh about 5 pounds. Anyway, never trust a juggler. If any of you guys want to feel these, they really do weigh 10 pounds. Did you catch how many I did? I did 150 throws. How much weight is that? 1,500 pounds. If you'd come on this encampment and someone had said, hey, do you think someone can throw 1,500 pounds in the air? You would have said, no, that's crazy. But you just saw me do it. I am not special. The only difference between me and you is 9 hours of practice. Learn, act, share. Learn, act, share. over and over again. 1,500 pounds. Every single one of you can throw elephants. Every single one of you can do hard things. Learn, act, share. Thanks.